Greetings everyone, and Great here from another H-Powers free replay. So on the right side as the blue Mexicans, we have Cherrera92. On the left side as the red Dutch, we have mhongpa. I butchered that. When it comes to natives on these lands, we've got the Huron settlements, which does give access to Huron mantlets. And we do also have access to the Crees, which give you a skirmisher variant with high hit points. And the Cree Chorus de Bois, which is a French villager variant. No deck selected for the Mexicans just yet, nor for the Dutch. Over here, we got Jose Ignacio Escobedo. What if that's a custom name or not? And up here we do have Ikhal, which...
Commando? Klaar.
Isn't that one like the things they yell out sometimes?
Ja. Klaar.
They haven't gone crazy. No deck sucks just yet. Polar bears being unbearable. And now do have a shipment available. Polar bears going down there, and let's see, we've got villagers. Bank of Amsterdam, Bank of Rotterdam, Town Militia, Wood, Pikemen, Team Infantry Hit Points, Hussars, Bank Wagon, Religious Freedom, Caravels. Caravels can be used also as well not to hit your opponent's fishing boats, but also could be used for collecting up resources. So if you think your opponent's gone for some fishing boats, deploy them out. Wood, Skirmishers, Infantry Combat, Hussars, Routiers, Cavalry Combat, Fort Juliet's, another ship, Higher Bosnax, Heavy Cannons, Tulip Speculation, Factory, and Factory. Fast Cannons, we've got the one Hacienda Wagon, 2 Villager card. We got the Commandante, improves your Mexican general and padre in combat, increases their damage, the hero damage and hit points by 50%, enables the Padre to get the enabled Saber Strike charge attack. And it says general action as well, so that may affect the... I'm not sure if... yeah, that should affect the general as well, so both can get a charge attack. Independence moves, revolutions, and return to Mexico are cheaper. Wood coin, insurgents, Chincados, advanced arsenals, coin, fort, refrigeration. Did I hear a oh no, it was just a hacienda. Hacienda livestock pen. To total Conigo Cruciers, which are a number of Germande. Coin. San Boz Battalion gave you 8 Chinkos and 1 mortar. Los Colorados Battalion. You have 9 Soldados and 1 Falconet. 33 insurgents, that's quite a bit of insurgents. Heavy Cannon, Factory, Portaferro, which is another factory, and give factory hit plus 100% hit points. Spanish Sympathizer, ships a number of powerful Garcias and names them to be trained at forts. And Renegade Apaches. Give you 4 Apaches and inflict more damage to villagers than usual, so get a bit extra damage there. And now he's going for the Nico Hakan. I don't know how to pronounce that. And you actually have a hacienda in the middle of the map. He's not even put some sort of revolution play, that's for sure. Let's see now. Ships 1 dock wagon, ships an additional fishing boat for each shipment since so far. The later you go on, the more fishing boats you get. Interesting. And Código de Nicolas give you a 500 EXP shipment. Improves the line of sight of your units and buildings temporarily position your enemies. We got now the Baja Revolution, which will turn all the villages to filibusters, which can build and collect treasures. He's immediately going for the rubber bearing, getting himself a factory wagon. Outposts, frontier outposts being employed on now, frontier pros, which has given him access to trade posts here, ×3. tank wagon pulling a few. A little bit slow in the barracks. He definitely needs to get out something. He can go for another shipment here. There's a lot of good things you could go for here. Don't have the Fox Collar to get out villagers. Go for 3 trade post wagons. He's gunning down the natives, getting himself some stray sheeple, which could be tasked to the hacienda. There's currently 3 livestock there, so that's actually a pretty good one playing. Let's see, anything particular that stands out? So exploitation, Philibus can collect from mines, but apparently slowly, so not great. He needs a lot more coin. He does have a factory wagon deployed on the front line, getting wood. Interesting. He has a small trickle of food and coin. Envoy, we'll spot there's nothing much back here. There's also another sheeple who can be claimed up here. Somewhere. Oh no, the sheeple's dead. He does kill off some of these exotic doggos. And we'll get a tomahawk there. Now the Philibus is building out a stable in the front line. I see what shipment he went for as well. My bad. We have a saloon up there. Cantina La Imperial. You know, that's for a name of a Mexican canteen who's revolting. That's probably not a great name. Red deploys out some walls here, just for defense. Envoy is not critical, does gun him down, however, and boots whatever is in his purse. Native Scout does get gunned down. Got a good number of skirmishers here. Skirmishers, of course, a skirmisher, and Filibusters are a heavy infantry, so skirmishers are the counter, as well as a counter to the cowboy, as well as the tomahawk they got. Not versus owl hoots though. Bring a shipment of coin, and it does give them direct into inventory, and now it does upgrade the stagecoaches. And the factory now is collecting up wood, so that wood, it was collected early, may have been used on somewhere in particular, maybe an upgrade of some sort. We now have some more banditos here. Oh yeah, he did also build stuff such as a stable. Which he is eyeing for some chinkos. Banditos, of course, a skirmisher variant with a dynamite throw forward attack. He will get himself a free Cherokee rifleman. Bandit and Slinger will go down. And right now is bringing chests of coin, probably for his outlaws. Force of 27 versus a Force of 29. Similar numbers. And both engaged in close range combat. Skirmishers, of course, are doing this situation. The Hussars have to take out these Chinkos. They're a Lancer variant. Of course, Blue's getting some coin here. Skirmishers, they're trying to fall back behind the walls. There's, of course, a opening there. Chinkos getting some great damage here. They do a 50% bonus damage for light infantry. Skirmishers don't have a whole lot of health to stay alive with in the first place. Overall, that seemed like it went much better for Blue. More of these cavalry deploying field. Dutch is now eyeing for a shipment of pikemen. Not big surprise. The Mexicans eyeing for more banditos and more of the Chinkos. Got some pikemen here. Nope, they don't engage. Does get a bit of damage there onto the outlaws. The pikemen are getting annihilated. Those pikemen are necessary to get these chinkos. Got some hussars still here. Pikemen all go down there. Hussars being engaged. Hussars being picked off there. Skirmishers need more anti-cavalry support. Does go off a couple there. Finishes off one more before he escapes from out of there. Now we got a shipment of the 7 fishing boats and 1 dock there. 7 fishing boats is quite significant. That'll help him quickly collect up a large amount of food here. There are 3 whales, so he shouldn't pass 5 fishing boats. Or build 5 more. 12 fishing boats is a good number. Right now, the Mexican player or Baja California player only has shipments and other passive generation. He does not have any part of those 7 fishing boats now, which has very loud sound effects, and I'll be hearing them constantly the entire game. They will provide a good amount of food income there, which he desperately does still need. Hussars advance on forward. I wonder if he went for the cheaper infantry revolution card before he actually revolted.
Comandante. Hola. Clark.
We got a force 32 here. He does spot the trading post, torching it down, taking time with that. That's probably a good idea. Skirmishers advance too far forward. Gotta stay close towards cavalry. Right now, we've got a force of 37 versus a force of 36, so the numbers have been keeping track of each other. More hussars, more skirmishers being employed on now. You got more of these trade posts, so it is quite a bit of a loss there for the Mexican. Got a handful of pikemen on the field, 9. Pikemen push way forward, does not take anything out. Banditos and filibusters going around the trade post there. Get a bit of fire there. All these units starting to go on down. Got some idle villagers right there for the Dutch that has to be fixed. And the dock is currently not flowing out anything at the moment. Now it's starting to bring in teamtrical economics, giving increased drop-off from the trade routes. It's going for a handful of fishing boats now. Very good. I say only build 1 more and then he should be fine. Got right now army of 49 versus opponents 41. He's going for now his town militia, which gives him access to... Oh no, he canceled it. If he actually go for caravels, that could be very useful at the moment. I wonder if he hears a fishing sound as well. Skirmishers getting some damage there. Charge attacks there, doing some severe damage to the market, but doesn't take it out there. Some hussars push way forward. She goes to go ahead and go around the walls. The Dutch is eyeing to age up with the exiled prince, as well as more skirmishers. There's an advanced war of his army. There's almost a pop cap as well. A lot of outlaw units, of course, not very population efficient. Does find engagement there for the pikemen to engage at close range, as well as the hussars. A lot of skirmishers advance forward and fire through the trees, taking off some of these units. A little bit overkill there. Hussars pushing forward. Pikemen gain some great damage there. Starting to get squeezed a little bit. Hussars, if they can push forward actually to the Rangers, that could be very good. Chinko's not pushing forward. Pikeman still stabbing away. He's simply not enough pikemen there. Now I've got the militia advancing forward. He does not have conscription either. Now going for some root here, which will be useful. But has a handful of filibusters in the field. Got a Griffin's going for a great coat. Root here now full on the field. And they hit those Chinkos as best they can. Getting some good gold bounties there as well. Got another wave of Hussars. He has aged up as well. That's going for the veteran Hussar research. Now, oh, he's bringing in some Jaegers. He had quite a bit of coin there. I was thinking he's going to age up, and no, he's bringing some Jaegers, which is, I can't see what the card originally was. Other things he got was more outlaws, filibuster invasion. I suppose if he would have really saved up, he could have got filibuster invasion, game with 27 filibusters. You may need to go for the culverins and whatever Quaker guns are. There's one random artillery unit and 2 Quaker guns. Fake decoy. So Quaker guns are decoy units. Weird. Get a bit damaged there. Chinkos slowly being picked off here. There's a number of route here to engage the Chinkos. I can hear the sound bug starting to initiate. Got a good number of these banditos there. Those demolition charges there onto the guns, onto the Hussars. Demolition charge does sustain from heavy cabs, such as Hussars. Fall back there. Some of these skirmishers will go down to the Chinkos. All these units started going down. The route here push way forward once again. Right now we've got a force of 42 versus a force of 37. More routier now being put on the field, but they are veteran routier. At this point in time, he could really stand to get out some falconets if possible. He doesn't have that card available, no falconets. He could eye for 6 Bosniks if he gets a little bit more coin. There he goes, going for the Bosniks now. And the Jaeger shipment, it is 10 Jaegers for 1,500 coin, which are here. Often excellent skirmisher variant with 30 base damage and being skirmisher 20 range. It would be hard to take him out. And the longer he waits, he can get a larger filibuster invasion. In fact, he's almost a pop cap. If he somehow can get enough coin for it, that could be really good. But now he's going for poach guns, giving 3 banditos and cuartos. Good amount of damage there, annihilating this force. More Chinkos there. Bosnak shipment has arrived. These are strong Hussar variants with a good charge attack. Red is trying to eye for an trade post there. Does have this one way over here who's currently bringing wood. Another bank goes on up, and the Dutch is now eyeing for some fishing boats as well. Either player could go for a warship to clear out the seas. And I still actually, he could go for 3 fluets. it can be a good way perhaps to deploy a landing parties, 3 of them, so he could potentially get a force of 15 unit landing parties to either hit his town center or potentially the central location. What does he see? What has he seen? It says he's seen all this. He looks like he's seen everything. I'm not sure this, however, could be if he haven't seen a dock yet. He knows about the fishing boats. He also sees this army now advancing up north. We got an army of 35 here versus an army of 56. House does go down there. Still partial towards some falconets, and perhaps make it the villagers not idle. He has 20 idle villagers, which is quite significant. Bosnak, one Bosnak does go down. We now do have a frigate now being put on the field. Trying to engage those fishing boats. Oh wait, thanks to sound bugs here, I didn't hear these fishing boats being put on out. This is way too many, that he does not need to call the frigate. He needs to cancel frigate. There's plenty of ships on the field. He would take out all that fishing company, very good. And this is expensive. Frigates are like, yeah, that's 500, 500. He needs to cancel that. Boots are the 300, 300 variant. Now he has a frigate on the field, so he can pull out a frigate. He needs to start pushing forward. However, range of 30, that maybe will siege down the factory. Range of 20. The fact, if he is able to range down the factory with the frigate, that could be massive. Because that will probably knock the Mexican player out of the game. Zep Pop Cap, he's going for more Jaegers. That one does go down. He is not trying to eye for some shore bombardment. That's its range. That's 30 tower range, so that may not be able to reach the factory.
Commando.
Bosniaks do take a bit of a beating right there. Skirmishers firing away from the backline. Routier, we're seeing some demolition charges. We got more Routier now being put on the field. He needs to hit those Chinkos. And the house does go down. Bosniaks advancing on forward. See some demolition charges there. So the Bosniaks, I think all the Bosniaks have gone down. Red's front line starting to disintegrate. Blue has to close out the game and losing all those. He has lost all the fishing boats. Routier have all gone down there. Skirmishers trying to get those Chinkos down. There's only a handful of them remaining. Going for a shipment of skirmishers in the field. Has been numbing them out on the field now. There's some Quartos, which are a Dragoon variant themselves. As they got some of these Quartos, Chinkos hitting these Routier. Let's get one of them down. More skirmishers pull on the field. Jaegers hitting them as well.
Commando.
And I think Reddy got knocked out of the game. He's trying to pull out some more structures up here. There's any small forts up there as well.
Klaar.
He could try garrisoning. He may want to get these villagers inside of his ships and try something cheeky with that.
Ik ben gewond. Ik kan me niet bewegen.
Villagers trying to evacuate inside these ships. The ships can fly some shore bombardment as well. They don't have great AoE like cannon. Those not going to be torching down the rest of this infrastructure. This ship may be full. He needs to get forward with this other ship. Does the rest, except for one villager remaining. Docks is still up. He still has a bit of. The Dutch has a large amount of wood to work with. He can perhaps deploy a number of fishing boats. If he gets out. Okay, he has 13. There's only 3 whales, so probably best to not go get more. Designing for. I heard villagers deployed out somewhere. Getting out all this infrastructure is in order. Hussars being deployed out. Jaeger is now moving around. He has a lot of wood here. He can deploy out some town centers as well as some other structures such as housing. Jaeger is going to see some shore bombardment now. He may want to use the ability if these units have that ability. The broadside attack. Trying to pull out some Hussars from the Fluets, I believe.
Yeah? Hello? Yeah?
Maybe over here. Jaeger's moving around. Got a handful of housing being pulled on out. You really should eye for our town center at least, I would say. Got enough experience for a shipment. A fort could help him lock down this region. Now the village's being hit. There's torching down this region. And now I got these forces all being picked on off. Villagers are getting hit. I'm not sure how many. He has 34 villagers at the moment. He could try dismounting some villagers on these islands to get the wood as well as banks out at sea. He is going for a port wagon, but where? Is he shipping out from a Fluet? Let's keep an eye out where that fort's coming out. I do not know where that fort went. Oh, right there. He has actually a number of outposts down here. He has some villagers. They can perhaps quickly pull out some infrastructure. There's a large amount of resources stockpiled up. There's also active production queue, which can give him some falconets. And these villagers may want to pull out some housing in a town center. Hussars need to be properly tasked over here. He still has some housing over here, so he has plenty of housing space. Protected by some ships. Let's see, what does Blue see here? Blue does see the fort being built. Well, he realizes he sees a fort being built is another thing. Probably wants to start shooting his outpost. Artillery founder going on up. You can now bring in a shipment. The design for some pair of privateers, which don't cost any population space. I was going to say he could perhaps eye for. Oh, it looks like all the ships don't cost any population space. I was going to say he could eye for a filibuster army that doesn't have enough population space for it. Hussars trying to torch down the factory. Hussars do a 24 siege attack. They are veteran Hussars as well. Taking out would be a big loss for the Mexicans. Eyeing for a town center down here as well. Very good. Let's see. Still 0 villagers. His opponent's at 33. He is eyeing for some petards. Hussars backing off. He has plenty of resources, so he needs a bit more. Let's see. That is town center. He needs to get some villagers some wood. There's plenty of fishing boats for food collection, and that would be useful for coin later on. So going for banks is probably not a good idea. What mercenaries can get? He's a little bit sparse on what he can deploy in the field. This wood shipment seems a little bit attractive to me. Petard's advancing on forward. The factory is getting repaired. Each petard does 1,600 damage. So 4 should be able to take out the factory. Sending all 5 just in case. We'll make sure it's good and dead. More root here. And there goes the factory. Big loss there. Oh, he also deploys on some banks out at sea. The Mexican player has a large amount of food, or not food, gold coin. And we've got the cartographer studies right there. And there should be some shipment of a large amount of books somewhere for him. And so briefly view what everything is. There's a large amount of defenses, and maybe actually a good idea to go for the fortified outpost right now, the frontier outpost. Because right now, red can win the long game. First improvements, Falcon Nets mainly being built. He is going for frontier outpost, very good. He's out of housing space, he gets some housing. We got a Falcon Net there, got a church and house going on up. He can now get his church improvements. He can actually advance the next stage. It'll be a bad idea to advance the next stage. He has these resources. He needs to spend it on other things, like military. Now it's going for the Red Lancers. And the frontier outpost is still being upgraded. Let's get some damage on the Red Lancers. His opponent could go for the filibuster army now. That is quite a bit of filibusters you can get to knock out his opponent out of the game. Militiamen now being employed in the field. He's trying to hold the line. Falcon Net is unscathed. We'll get some serious damage throughout this entire army. He has a large amount of gold. He's not building anything from the saloon just yet. Anyone these shots are good. He's going for the filibuster army. Very good. I would say deploy out what guys can get from the saloon. So maybe a higher quality mercenary run the outlaws. He has the coin for it. He doesn't have the town center anymore though. Jaegers over here getting a bit of damage, being pursued by the Routier and now Hussars. Jaeger is of course a skirmisher variant, good versus the Routier, but not good versus the Hussars. We got multiple Falconets now deployed at the year, 3. And his heroes are down. There's a filibuster army. Great ambush there. Falconets advancing forward, one of them of course is very wounded. Now we're going to take out the Hacienda, which is currently being crewed by 6 livestock. The Hacienda does go down. Hussars charging way forward. Falconets are out of range. You got to make sure he stays in range of there. Shotgun Messenger is available, so it does fire some random cannon shots. Now he's trying to run away. He does still have a large amount of coin going for some banditos. More skirmishers being pulled out. Very nice. Minutemen or militiamen trying to engage in melee there. 2 Falconets to go down. still has some decent amount of defense this region. Townsend is garrisoned by handful. Oh, that is a large amount of explosions there. Not sure it's good or bad, I think that I had the sound bug the moment. Skirmishers firing away, and of course they are filibusters are heavy units, so skirmishers do bonus damage in this situation, but simply just not enough of them. Skirmishers on the roof here, he's low on food. The sea is running low on fishies. He has 18 idle villagers right here. I think those meats could be useful. Go for a third falconet as well. The fort will be blown up. Falconets not properly engaging. He's trying to engage in melee with filibusters there, so they're getting annihilated. They're fighting in an urbanized environment. More Quertos being put on the field. Falconet does go down. And Red Explorer is going to eye him for a trade post. There's still a large number of idle villagers for Red, and he still has a banks out here, so he's not knocked for the game just yet. He needs to have some more food sources. No, he just needs all resources at this moment. He has spent everything.
Yeah.
I'll head fast forward a little bit, since it is seeking on this infrastructure. Route here being put up by those ships. I think that Townsend died due to smoke inhalation. There's also a handful amount of wood here. Can filibusters grab that? They cannot. Has another shipment available. Going for more Jaegers. Maybe we need to start storing up those shipments so we can get a good number of privateers. Or maybe the culverin here. The culverin would allow him to hit those ships a little bit better. But I do think it's probably best that he doesn't get any shipments in and decide to get some mass privateers. There may be a possibility where we can get a couple privateers out, run them around a little bit until the second shipment comes in of privateers. Or trade post victory. He actually needs to get out trade post victory. He doesn't have he needs to get some of these trade posts set to wood, so he can get out a couple more outposts here, and then initiate a trade monopoly victory. That's what he should do. At the point at the moment. I'm going to fast forward for a little bit. Fast forward some more. He's starting to switch to EXP. And there we go. He has the trade post now up and going. Go for the trade post monopoly victory. Wait. Build on 5, they currently controlled 7, yep. So I haven't heard the countdown. He has not, oh, he has not gotten this. He needs annexation. There's annexation, that's why you switched to EXP. And Red's trying to advance him forward. He has 7 out of 5 needed, so he can lose 2. And he should use repair ability whenever he can. That's a small amount of wood, which he has plenty of wood for that small amount. See now, the Dutch has these amount of food and gold coin. Could take a little bit more of the resource and invest into a house. Going with the Dutch sign for some petards. That actually is a little bit overkill on trading posts, but in this case, makes sense. 2 petards per trading post, all he needs. We have all except for 1 trading post secured by the Mexicans. And now the Philippines are eyeing for some walls here. This army advancing forward, trying to look for more walls. And his force is simply just not large enough. The petards are peeled off there, very good. Wait, okay, there we go. These 3 are eyeing for this trade posts now. You may lose one of these petards, but they should connect overall, at least 2 of them. Does take up 2, which is not a knockout. He still has enough trade posts here. He needs to immediately start rebuilding them. More petards being put on the field. He has multiple ships queuing up, which has actually been a mistake. It will be a long deploy out another 2, 4. 2 pairs. That's gonna be a lot of petards. In which it's just delaying Neville. He's throwing all his resources on petards, but he won't be able to secure any more terrain. And that does stop the Monopoly victory, but at this point in time, it's more delaying the inevitable. Because he's destroying the trade monopolies, but he's still not in a better position than he was beforehand. And now towns that are being put on the field, eyeing for some walls. Bring in some haciendas. Yeah, I still think he should maybe save a couple shipments there for the privateers. That may not be a real possibility at the moment. Red's expanding out everywhere. Walls are not complete. He may want to finish those off since he already invested money onto them. Fast forward a little bit more. What do I see over here? Just some more wall segments. Still got a handful of villagers here, including an artillery foundry. He will go and destroy that. He's starting to fast log some walls. Skirmishers in a good position there. Got a number of these desperados here, which appears to be a musketeer variant. Jaegers, however, are doing some great work. Now got conscription not being pulled on out. He's trying to break into this region now. Down. He's losing quite a bit of army here. He has not a lot of coin at the moment. Got some to a lot of banditos. More of the skirmishers being put on the field. He still has a good number of Jaegers still remaining. They've still got 16 Jaegers on the field, which are greater than these 18 skirmishers. Down south, Petard's going down. Petard's taking out multiple trade posts. These Petards are actually doing a bit more effect. His opponent is bleeding off a lot of economy, a large amount of resource stores. Now that's bringing the militia. Plus, the Mexican player does cast the GG and backs out of the game. I'm sort of surprised. I think the Mexican player honestly sort of threw away the game, not going for the Trade Monopoly victory earlier. Those petards I thought were a bit questionable, but the Dutch player did make them work out. This is Anna Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.